Welcome to CalCast, your Create International podcast. God Network News, where we give you a new perspective
on events happening in our world today.
This is GNN.
This is God Network News, episode 226. Welcome, GNN fans, to another episode of God Network News, the podcast that tells you what God's doing around the world. Not what CNN tells you, but what GNN tells you is going on in the world. If you're tired of listening to all of that crisis network news and you want to hear what God's doing, well, give us a listen.
The people group we are focusing on is called the Betsim Saraka of the eastern coast of Madagascar. We've started working among the Betsim Saraka about 12 to 13 years ago, and it started very, very slow. Actually, in the beginning, we weren't seeing much happening, which kind of brought us to a place of frustration, desperation, because we really wanted to see more fruits. And then this brought us to start looking for help, for coaching, for training, and support from people who were already seeing greater fruit, greater movements. And so we have different trainers from YWAM, outside YWAM, come and help us. And then we have started to change the way we approach evangelism, the way we did discipleship. And I would say after some time, after 2 years of just changing the way we work, we started to see really an increase, new villages, new believers coming to the Lord, from first generation to the second, so on, till now, 13 years down the line, we are at the seventh generation now. You generally reach a certain type of plateau around the fourth, fifth generation, but thank God we were able to, again, with coaching and training, try to identify where was the bottlenecks and get over those obstacles again. So thank God we're really seeing multiplication literally every week. Baptisms are happening. New villages are being reached. So this is really encouraging, and we're thanking God for that. It's like natural. It's a natural process. I don't want to say automatic, but like when they receive the gospel and they see the difference, and automatically they want to go to the next village. Just a few months ago, Bosco and guys from that particular village that I mentioned had to walk 2 days through the forest to reach the next village in the area. And this is just the start of a new movement again, because from there they will go to reach the next one as well. And we are also seeing something similar much south of Madagascar. 5 days traveling from the east coast where I'm talking about now. So 5 days from there towards the south. We're also seeing since last year the beginning of a new movement. I would say we are still on maybe the second generation there now. So definitely I would say it's a natural, if growth is happening, it will naturally multiply to other places and to other movements.
You're listening to God Network News Podcast with your host, Cal Curtis. Look up our website at godnetworknews.com.
There is a particular village, for those who heard from Bosco yesterday, a village on still on the east coast, but about 200 kilometers from where the core team is, that we have been praying for. It's a village where the people, there was really a spirit of violence, if I can call it like that. If there is any problem to solve, there's not much talking going on. People just grab their machete and fight a lot. Even the police, the local police, was scared to go there because they know how these people deal with problems, and so very, very often you have someone who has to come for amputation because he was so badly cut, and just dark village, idolatry, witchcraft, and we were really targeting that place in prayers, in preparing to really see God do something there. And the time came where I would say the door was open, and we did send one of our guys there. And obviously, what happened. They are starting to chase him with the machete. He had to spend actually the first night in the forest, just hiding. And he prayed and asked the Lord if that's the end, if he should go back. But he felt like the Lord said, no, you must return to the village again because they're not going to kill you. So with that conviction from the Lord, he went back. And then what happened, with perseverance and you just continue to preach the gospel to these people, there was really a change of situation where starting with one family, actually the family of the very same guy who wanted to kill him, starting from that family to the next one, to the neighbor. And then there's just a work of God that just reached the whole village. And today in that particular place that I'm talking about, we have at least 23 different churches. And from there, they're trying to reach even further villages in the area. So we've really seen great work of God there. Lots of deliverances, because most of the people who come to the Lord, they have been highly involved with witchcraft. Most of them have already killed somebody. So you can imagine the level of spiritual warfare in that area. So, for someone to just come to the Lord, it's a big miracle. But we've really seen, blind people see again. We've seen healings, countless healings, and just baptism, witch doctors coming to the Lord, burning their idols. So we are really praising God for that.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider donating to help us continue to bring exciting stories fresh from the field. Visit our website at godnetworknews.com and select the PayPal link on the right side of the page, or consider becoming a Patreon partner to receive access to more valuable materials exclusive to our members.